Hello and welcome to Mountain Aromatics. Today I wanted to do something really different and I wanted to make a fragrance. So we're going to make a fragrance today. You'll have a formula and I want to make a fragrance based on a photo. I'm really excited about this because I love the photo. Oh my gosh. And it just really inspired me to create a fragrance based off of it. So here's the photo, and I will probably keep the photo up for a lot of the video. So you will be able to see it as I am talking about it and describing it and pulling my fragrance together. So I've already picked out my materials, but that doesn't mean that's all that's going to go into it because a lot of times I change my mind and add stuff or take away. So here we go. I love this photo. So the first thing I wanted to do is start with not her, but the background, like which I include the rock that she's leaning on. So the whole background, and to me, it's dark. It is in the woods. I for me, I don't see her in a jungle. I see her more like in the woods, so it's a little bit drier instead of a really wet climate. And for me, what I picked out for that is the first thing being ISO-E Super. And so, and again, the ISO-E Super is kind of like the base or the holding the background and or pulling the background together. That's I just wanted to like voice what I'm doing with the ISO-E Super, why I chose it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I did 10 drops of ISO-E Super. And then the next one is a little interesting, Trimifix, because a lot of times it will say on descriptions smoky, but I don't really get smoke as much as I do like earthy. To me, it just describes her background that she's in. It does. This is going to be a little diffusive. There's a little bit of wood in there and not vetiver, but it's almost like a clean dried root. But I don't mean it's like super rooty smelling because it's not. It's just like a clean dried root and earthy, just like being kind of in the woods, but not piney, not pines or balsams, not like that. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 2 drops of that. It's very, very long lasting 2 drops. The next thing I did is Mysore sandalwood and again, I'm giving you my impression. My impression of Mysore sandalwood, it has a peppery note in the background as well as being creamy and long lasting, clear wood smell. I'm going to do 1, 2 drops of that. And I'll just tell you, so this is MA Mysore Sandalwood, my base that I made. 1425 is the number. And you could use other sandalwoods. Obviously, feel free to change whatever. The other thing, I'll do this one first because it just goes in the theme. The Patchouli Dark, it just one drop is going to give to me the earth that she's standing on. One drop of Patchouli Dark, and pulling together the Tremifix and the sandalwood blended with the Isoi Super, and then one drop of Cetilox. That's like an Ambrox. One drop. To me, it's going to me, the Cetilox is her face, her skin. It is smooth, young. There's a sweet innocence to her, and I the Cetilox has a tiny bit of sweetness to it, but at the same time as that sweet innocence, she has Javanol, Javanol, which is to me sophistication, and yeah, this is at 20% Javanol. 1, 2, 3. I'm doing 3 drops of Javanol. And I'm adding it because to me, she has a beautiful look of sophistication to her. And where she is strong, and to me, that is all of the sandalwood, is she's just, she's strong and she's independent and she's standing on her own, yet she has a sweet innocence to her, and she's a child, she's childlike. And then next, I'm going to go into talking about the dress that she's wearing. And the first thing that came to me is peach. And I don't mean like a candy peach. This is more of a sophisticated peach, like than an adult would eat. So it's not like, it's like the fresh fruit and not the candy peach. So this is my peach accord. It's at 10%. It's 1970. I'm going to do 2 drops because it's at just 10%. 2 drops of a peach. The next thing that is an accord, and it's of the white petals, and to me this is going to represent the white part of her dress. And this has magnolia, neroli, orange blossom, tuberose, ylang ylang, gardenia. Yeah, it has all of those. And so it is a blend, and I made an accord with it, so it's just all in one. Oh my God. It is absolutely one of the best accords I've ever done. And it was one of my, it's number 197. 193. So I did it a long time ago, and I've never changed it. It is so amazing. Here we go. This is the white part of her dress. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's pretty strong. 4 drops. So it's going to be a huge part of the fragrance. It's definitely the heart of the fragrance. And the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to the patterns on the dress. And I have an accord that I made, and it's pink florals. And this, to me, smells exactly like all the different flowers and the different colors of flowers that are on her dress. And I'll tell you kind of what's in there. There's some peony, a little bit of rose, lily of the valley. There's a tiny bit of jasmine, and then a little bit of greenery is in here as well. And this is just, when you smell it, it just smells like pink flower. It smells like a pink bouquet of flowers that has a little bit of the green leaf around it, surrounding, like you're holding a bouquet of flowers. But it just reminds me of all of the different parts of the pattern on her dress. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, I did 4 of those. This is not quite as strong as the white floral that I did, but this is a big part of the whole fragrance that I'm doing. So I did 4. The next thing I'm going to do is a warm vanilla. To me, I call it warm vanilla candy. It is warm vanilla and with a sweet, like a maltol natural in here. So it is sweet, but it's warm. And if you like, vanilla is dark, like the vanilla beans, so that it reminds me of her skin again, and a sweet innocence to her, yet a real, like, a vanilla bean to me is sophistication. It is not a fake vanilla. It is a real vanilla bean with the vanilla bean specks in it. Food that has that in it is high end and is sophisticated and rich, complex aroma. And that's what I interpret when I see her in this photo. So with this, I'm going to put 3, 1, 2, 3 in there. And I am fine with 3 being in there, because even though it's sweet, because she is a child at the same time. But there's just I'm turning it into sophisticated instead of it just young candy sweet, candy like, but sophisticated. The next thing is grapefruit. And this, to me, it has to do with her dress. And to me, it's one of those, I don't know how to tell you, but to me, this is part of I do know. So it's like these two together. So when I say her dress, I mean the green parts of the dress and the yellow parts of the dress. And it's like a citrusy and green, and I chose grapefruit. And I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 grapefruit. And the 3 grapefruit blended with the emerald dine, EMERALDINE. This is a fresh, green, leafy, fruity, that is, to me, a sophisticated green that has fruit in it as well. I've told you guys before, emeraldine, I just love this material. And it is like a sophisticated, sweet green fruit. I don't know how to put it. 1, 2, 3. Again, 3. So there is a little bit level of sweetness. But I also wanted to get some greenery in there that's behind her and on her dress with the florals. So this is my interpretation of this beautiful photo, this beautiful, sophisticated, independent little girl. And yeah, I want to do more blends like this based off of photos. And I didn't want to just do based off like colors or whatever, and a lot of people do that and whatever. But I love photography, so I wanted to do like a photo, like a complex photo. And so this is the first one that I've chosen, and we'll do more. Oh my God, beautiful. It is the main thing I see when I smell this. You can think I'm crazy, whatever. I smell the, I see the dress. So when you look at the dress, all of the white and the petals and the greenery, all the different flowers, that's what I smell. And then in the background, I get a deeper, richer green, earthy, and then there's the amber brown skin, and it just, and obviously I just mix it, so tomorrow it's going to be 1,000 times better. But this is beautiful. Absolutely, this is amazing. I will just tell you, because you may have noticed I skipped one thing putting in there, and that's beta iodine natural. So the only thing I might do, I'm thinking, that's why I'm doing this and I look like I'm looking, is because I'm thinking, if I add it, I would add it at 1 drop at 1% or 1 drop at 5%, but I would not go above that. It's just too rich. It's, I think, and it's so nice, but I think it would take away if I went any higher. So I've not decided if I'm going to do it yet or not, but that's an option for you. So if you have beta iodine natural, like at a 1% or at a 5%, 1 drop in here will be really nice. But I think putting more than that would take away and put the spotlight on that instead of where the spotlight is. And the spotlight to me is her and the dress. So, oh my goodness, thank you guys so much for being here and for your love and kindness and your support. If you like this video, give a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not subscribed. And if you want to support me, you can support me in those ways. And also I have a Patreon page, and I give formulas each month, and also fragrance samples. I mail them to you, so you can, I'll have a link below and you can check that out if you want to. But I thank you so much for being here, and I hope you enjoy this, and I will see you on the next Mountain Aromatics. Have a good day.